Like, he used to have the ring the hour before me. And I remember watching him, he was just like this big hulking monster walking around.
Dude, he's so ridiculously tall.
Yeah, ridiculous.
He's so tall and long, and he moves so good for a big heavyweight.
Nice dude, though.
God, he's a great guy. He's a sweetheart of a guy.
Good. Let's go. Last 10, put in, let's go. Put in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Woo!
I've been hungry, and I stay hungry in the sense that even when you don't have nothing, you don't settle for less. As I always say, when you're on ground zero, the only way to look is up. So you keep on achieving.
Joe Rogan is genuinely shocked watching the latest training footage of Anthony Joshua, and you can almost feel the disbelief through his reaction.
Because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, take his jab off him. He got a decent jab. Take it off him. And again, take his jab off him. Use that defense, that glove and that head movement. And again. Good. There you go. He won't see them coming, you see.
The ultimate goal, yeah, is to walk out that night of the fight and know you put in 100%. You put in 100% every minute of the day, or every other minute of the day, because no one's perfect. Every other minute of the day, you try to give your all to your craft.
This is the same AJ who took a brutal loss to Daniel Dubois and vanished for a year. Yet now he's back looking absolutely massive, sharper, and more physically intimidating than ever.
That's it, little movement. There you go. Feet, little movements. Meet him twice, and then you're going to attack him twice, and then you're done.
Meet him twice.
Attack him twice. Come on, last 10 seconds. You ready? Let's go. Come on, and don't rush it. Speed. Go again. Good.
Joshua doesn't look like a man easing back into the ring. He looks like someone who's been rebuilding in silence with a point to prove. The size is different, the power in his movement is different, and the intensity in his work screams unfinished business.
No one forces me to do anything. I make the decision myself, and if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't. So when I'm faced with the challenge, I just embrace it. And what can one man do except for give his best? If you fail, you try again. If you win, you try again and get better. So as long as you maintain and you stay consistent, you'll forever be a winner and a champion, and the people who love you in their eyes, because they support you nevertheless, as long as you're trying again and again and again.
And if this is the version of AJ showing up for Jake Paul, then the narrative just shifted entirely. And man, yesterday's press conference, straight fire. The face-off alone told half the story, Joshua towering over Jake Paul like a skyscraper next to a parking cone, except this time, the parking cone looked like it needed a stepladder and a permission slip.
During that face-off, I couldn't believe how much bigger you were than him. Is your confidence kind of through the roof when you kind of looked out, when you're looking down on him like that?
This is what I'm gonna say. I don't want to focus on it being like about Jake. Oh, Jake's small, so that makes me confident. Jake's this, so that makes me confident. I'm just focused on myself. I'm confident in myself.
And Jake looking eerily similar to how Tank made him seem during that Davis versus Paul moment, like someone accidentally switched the difficulty to heavyweight mode. The tension was real, the energy was sharp, and AJ didn't come in playful. He came in serious, straight up telling Jake he'll break his face and break his body up, making it crystal clear this isn't a game, and he's not stepping in there for a friendly showcase.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna break his face, I'm gonna break his body up, I'm gonna stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete. I'm here to prove myself that I'm the better fighter, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'll do that until I finish fighting, no matter who it is.
You could feel the crowd holding its breath because this didn't sound like promo talk. It sounded like a heavyweight laying down terms. And for us as fans, the only hope is that this stays real. No scripted Tyson-style theatrics, no cinematic nonsense, just pure boxing reality. Because if Joshua is even halfway as locked in as he looks, then this shouldn't be a spectacle. It should be a statement. The kind that reminds everyone there are still levels to this sport.
I don't think it's necessarily fair to AJ. I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out. And I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of the year. So he has to be careful. And I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming that can put him to sleep 1000%.
And just when you thought the chaos peaked at that heated face-off, here comes Eddie Hearn sliding in like a deal-making magician saying, yeah, we saw the offer and grabbed it with both hands. And honestly, you can't even blame him, because when someone drops a Christmas bonus the size of a small island on the table, even Santa would sign the contract. You, me, all of us are sitting here watching AJ go from a quiet return plan to an 8-round showdown worth 40 times the payday. And Eddie's talking like this is just a casual pit stop on the way to superstardom, a quick seasonal flex before the real 2026 master plan.
I mean, we were presented with an offer to fight Jake Paul, and we took it with both hands. I mean, we'd be crazy not to. You know, AJ was going to fight this week here. We didn't sign a contract, but we made an offer to Cassius Chaney. We were going to fight an 8-round fight here. We were going to rock up on fight night, just wrap the hands, and no one was going to know about it. And you wouldn't have seen him all week. We would have just turned up fight night. And now we're doing an 8-rounder a few weeks later for a 40th or 40 times the money we were going to get to fight tonight against Jake Paul.
The funniest part, he's calm about it, like Joshua folding Jake Paul is just a scheduled maintenance job. Oil change, tire rotation, friendly knockout, back to business. And I get it, because AJ doesn't look like he's stepping in to entertain. He looks like he's clocking in to remind everyone that boxing is not a playground. Eddie keeps it business, but the subtext is loud. This isn't cosplay. This is a heavyweight with intent. And when your promoter is talking demolitions before the opening bell, you know the confidence level is dangerously high. So here's the real mood. We're not watching a gimmick. We're watching a calculated spectacle where money, pride, and legacy collide. And whether you love it or hate it, the spotlight is locked in, the pressure is real, and the only question left is how long Jake Paul lasts before Anthony Joshua decides the show's officially over.
You can't make it up. I think it's crazy. I think Jake Paul, respect to him, but it's a terrible decision from him. He's going to get beaten. He's gonna get served up on December the 19th, and we're gonna move on with our plans for a massive 2026, which is to fight Tyson Fury and try and position ourselves to fight for the world heavyweight title.
And just when Eddie Hearn had us picturing AJ treating this like a luxury bonus round, boom, Abel Sanchez strolls in and flips the lens from spectacle to brutal logic. Now I'm sitting here like, okay, let's be real for a second, because Abel isn't talking hype, he's talking risk-reward math with a straight face. And you can't even argue it. He's basically saying, from a business angle, why wouldn't Joshua take a fight that pays mountain level money with what looks like minimal danger? But as a fan, yeah, it feels a little circus-like. And I get that. You get that. We all get that. Because when you line up a gold medal heavyweight machine against a guy who already got checked by Tommy Fury, the scales start looking less like competition and more like a science demonstration. AJ isn't rolling in rusty and clueless either. He's fresh, sculpted, and you know this man doesn't show up out of shape unless gravity stops working.
As I've said in the past, as a fight fan, I thought of it as a farce. I thought of it as why they're doing this? Why is AJ doing this? As a coach and as a manager, ex-manager of some fighters, I can understand. I mean, you're talking about we're in this business for a reason, and the reason is to secure our future and secure our family's future. And I think this kind of fight for AJ, very little risk, extremely little risk, and a big reward.
But here's where it gets entertaining, because Abel's comparison game is wild in the best way, painting Joshua as this gym-living specimen who stays sharp while Jake's resume still looks like it's buffering. And I had to laugh because it's true. This isn't some broken down version of AJ wandering in for nostalgia. This is a focused, retooled heavyweight who still looks like he could headline an action movie and knock over the catering on the way out. So while some of us are shaking our heads and others are rubbing their hands together like it's movie night, the reality is simple. You, me, and the whole boxing universe are watching to see if bold confidence turns into a legend moment or just an expensive lesson. Either way, grab your seat, because when a polished heavyweight meets that ambition wrapped in bravado, something loud is about to happen.
Tommy Fury beat Jake Paul. It may be a little while back, but still he hasn't improved that much. And he hasn't been fighting anybody that's posed a problem for him. You're talking about a gold medalist, ex-world heavyweight champion, is not an old man, has not been beat up. He's a fresh guy who has had time to retool and stay in the gym, and he's a specimen as far as his body is concerned. So he's not the kind of guy that's going to come in out of shape. So, I can see Jake getting knocked out.
And just when Abel Sanchez had us sizing this up like a cold, calculated business move, in strolls Jake Paul, turning the whole thing into a blockbuster trailer with main character confidence. I'm watching this and thinking we went from low-risk, big-reward talk straight into Jake saying he's going to war with a necklace that looks like it belongs in a superhero origin story. And honestly, you can't even script this level of belief. He's breaking down footwork, rhythm, speed, talking like a man who just unlocked a new skill tree, while casually admitting his neck hurts from looking up at Joshua. That visual alone is cinema. You, me, and everyone watching can feel the contrast. Jake selling the dream, AJ standing there looking like a human monument, locked in, silent, intense, like he already clocked in for overtime. And the funniest part? Jake brushing off the boxing community like it's a mystery group chat nobody invited him to, while still promising this fight is bigger than the sport itself. Confidence? Absolutely. Reality check? Pending delivery.
No, we didn't say anything, but he looks intense, focused, locked in. He's obviously very, very tall. Looking up, my tallest opponent. My eyes are at his, chest level. But yeah, he's locked in. I'm locked in. I don't think there's fear in his eyes or in my eyes.
Yeah, Jake, tell us the difference between your face-off with Gervonta, where you're a head taller looking down, and now looking up at Joshua.
No, it's surreal. All of it is very, very funny, and my neck started to hurt after looking up for a little bit.
But here's where it gets spicy in a smart way, because while Jake's floating like a butterfly in his imagination, we're watching Anthony Joshua stare straight through him like he's buffering. Jake calling AJ stiff, predicting he'll dance around him, saying he saw holes in the Dubois and Ruiz fights. That's bold talk for a man who admits he's eye level with Joshua's chest during the face-off. I respect the ambition, but I also know what heavyweight physics look like when they RSVP. And now we're in that sweet spot where Jake believes in the impossible. AJ believes in simple efficiency, and we're stuck in the middle with popcorn in a debate. Is this fearless confidence or a motivational monologue before the boss level? Either way, we're watching history or headline-making chaos, and honestly, that uncertainty is exactly why we're all glued to every single word.
I mean, he's an amazing fighter, one of the best heavyweights ever. I just think with speed and footwork and being in a rhythm, I don't think he can handle that. And he doesn't like that because he is a little bit stiff. He does rely on his power. Obviously, you get hit by one of his shots, you're cooked, but I believe I'll be able to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
So here's the bottom line. We've got Anthony Joshua looking like a rebuilt heavyweight final boss, and Jake Paul walking in with fearless confidence, superstar bravado, and a belief system strong enough to power a small city. You and I are watching a collision of worlds, discipline versus daring, legacy versus spectacle, and that's what makes this fascinating. Is this AJ stamping authority and reminding everyone what heavyweight reality looks like, or is Jake about to pull off the boldest headline boxing has seen in years? There's no middle ground, and that's why this fight has the internet buzzing like a judge's scorecard moment. Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who you riding with, AJ or Jake? And tell me why. Let's debate it like true boxing fans. And yo, don't ever forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters. See you in the next one.